NATO warship
What did they mean?
5332, NATO warship 5332, motor vessel Grandessa calling NATO warship.
Distinguishing pirates from local fishermen is a daunting task that doesn't make the fight against banditry at sea any easier.
Please advise us what you recommend that we do over we are vulnerable slow boats.
The Corte Real picks up a distress call on the VHF radio from the very same vessel that was attacked the night before. 2 dhows with skiffs in tow have been spotted, and there have been reports of 2 pirate ships in the area. The crew on the bridge is forced to act immediately.
Scramble links! Scramble links!
We send the helicopter to investigate the possible position of the skiffs. Yeah? And we close the position as well.
Minutes later, the helicopter is airborne, armed and ready to investigate the vessels further. As they approach, they can make out 2 simple fishing dhows with a skiff in tow. Looking through binoculars, they're able to take a closer look. Disguised as fishermen or simple merchants, it's dhows like these that pirates use as motherships, and the skiff could be used for attacking merchant vessels. But it is the fishing season, so knowing who is a pirate and who is not is all the more difficult.
It's a vast body of water with lots of traffic going through, lots of legitimate cargo traffic going through, as well as legitimate fisheries, small dhows cargo dhows from India, as well as I say, fishing dhows and skiffs from Somalia and Yemen make this a very busy waterway and very difficult to pick out the illegitimate activity from the legitimate fishing and normal cargo activity that goes through here. There's very limited intel that would indicate whether or not a vessel is involved in piracy activity. So at this point, we'll use our helicopters and air assets to be able to fly over top of the skiffs, look inside, and see if there's anything that would indicate that they are doing something other than normally fishing or so on and so forth. So we're looking for fishing nets and fishing activity. Actual piracy activity, unless we actually see something in the act of piracy, it's very difficult to tell, to say that's a pirate. By virtue of who they are, pirates aren't easy to spot, and that's a challenge. It's trying to weed out the illegitimate pirates from the legitimate fishing activity in the area.
Having taken a closer look, Lieutenant Commander Braj does not think there was anything suspicious.
Probably it was fishermen en route to some home port, something like that. Thing is, we had to question them and perform our info operations duties, which is telling them that we are here to protect, stuff like that. The thing is, looking from the merchant vessel perspective, they look pretty much suspicious. We have to get closer and see what they are doing on the decks and what do they have in order to build a more accurate assessment of whether or not they are a threat.
After having processed the information provided by the aircrew, the bridge decides to dispatch a team of heavily armed Marines to take a closer look in their speedboats. Within minutes, they have stopped the ships.
If they are pirates, in the beginning probably they won't let us to approach the ship, I think. And then we have first to stop them. And we can use, of course, our helicopter because it's the fastest way to do that. And once they are stopped, we can send a team, a security team, in our rib in order to check everything they have on board. If they have any type of weapons, who they are, what they were doing here, what they are going next when they leave this area. So we try to find out every detail we can on board of these skiffs.
But the Marines return with the same conclusions as the helicopter.
It's just some fishermen. They were just fishing, nothing more.
The waters here are a complex environment, and the NATO ships have to work hard to identify pirate vessels. Soon their determination will be rewarded.
This is Dan Morgan for the NATO channel in the Gulf of Aden.